And with that, we should be live. Hello again, everyone. And this may be a bit short of a pre-stream. I definitely wasn't procrastinating on starting the stream because I was waiting for something to freeze. I would never do such a thing. Well, freeze is a bit inaccurate. I suppose more accurately just chill. But, either way, we are back with some more Jump King. Also known as that game that I'm doing somewhat well at, supposedly, in theory. I know, how descriptive. But either way, we can do this. We can become the Jump King. Eventually. Might take a hot minute, though. Let's go ahead and get over to the live scene. Where is it? There we go. Do I have my filters on? Yes, I do. I need to go ahead and, hold on. Stream overlay things. It'll be fine, trust me. Perfect! Alright, and with that, it is time for us to once again continue our, goal to the top. Also, I'm going to lower the sound just a bit. Much better. Here we go. Once more, legend has it that there is a smoking hot babe at the top. And we start again at the base of Bargenberg. Also, what on earth? Alright, there we go. Now I can properly see my Twitch chat. Anyways, it's been a hot moment since I've done this, as the last time was a week ago. That being said, let's see if I can properly remember any of this. Not like that, I won't. Unfortunately, this time, I do not seem to have any co-commentators willing to make light banter with me. So I must find a way to make light banter with myself. That did not come out right. That being said, it's also not entirely inaccurate. But yeah, last, on the previous Jump King stream, I had notably started somewhere pretty far down. As in, at the end of the first stream, I ended up falling all the way to the bottom. And ended up having to make my way back up. So, let's hope something like that doesn't happen again. That being said, this jump is where it would happen. Man, I just said let's not let that happen, then I'm letting it happen. Come on. Why am I like this? Well, we've already lost a pretty significant amount of progress, but I can get it back. Eventually. Come on. I remember my first time going through that room. It was awful. Speaking of awful, that's what I am at this video game, apparently. However, this is not a problem. With enough jump and enough king, we can truly conquer this. I know, such incredible commentary. Truer words were never spoken. Either way, we shall eventually get back to where we belong. It will happen. Might take a moment, though. take a moment, it certainly will. You know, even this, it's been like 2 weeks, I think? Yeah, it's been like 2 weeks since I beat Portal 2, but I still cannot stop thinking about how good that game's writing is. And just the performances overall from the cast are amazing as well. If there is anyone in the chat, please leave your banter suggestions. I've got nothing right now. But yeah, just jumping. Have I become sufficiently awkward yet? Can I just fill the void with pure cringe and have it work? I somehow doubt it, but that won't stop me from trying. I hate that jump so much. That particular jump right there. Unironically, one of my least favorite jumps in the entire game so far. That being said, I'd imagine that's going to get challenged rather quickly. Nifty, I can't believe I actually landed that. I was sure I was going to sail right past. And once more. I started in Bargenberg. Everyone knows I can make it there. It's just about getting back into the rhythm. Really knowing the angles, you know? That simple geometry. Speaking of simple geometry, I still do not know what's going on with Overwatch 2. I've heard so much news about it, and all of it just goes in one ear and out the other. Now, that may be my general disdain for FPS games at play, but, like, it's still just impressive to me how little I've heard overall. We're making some decent speed. Progress, not speed. Don't ask. And back up to Bargenberg we arrive. Somewhat. I guess we'll have to see, won't we? Because I may be in Bargenberg, but will I be here for long? Hopefully not, but in the correct direction this time. Notably not the correct direction. See, if I comment on my success and then immediately fail enough times, I could get a clip montage. That being said, not very likely. However, if you would like to see the few iconic clips this has already, you can check out either the clips section of my Twitch channel or the YouTube channel featured in my About section, as that is an archive of various stream clips and stream VODs. So you can see not only the clips, but the points they were made as well. That being said, I don't exactly have the clips lead to the points in the stream where they're made, though. Should probably get something sorted out there. It'll happen eventually. Maybe. Probably not. But either way, once more into Bargenberg. No! Alright, we're still alive. We're still alive. Speaking of still alive, ending to Portal 1. Amazing. Absolutely wonderful. GLaDOS' voice is wonderful. And, it really took a very skilled person to bring her to life like that. Well, bring her to computing life? What on earth? I did not realize I could land here. And that knowledge did not help me, notably. That being said, this is fine. We can still do this. Every time. I cannot seem to comprehend how to make that go more smoothly. Or that, apparently. Alright, let's think about this for a moment. Let's think about this. That being said, we have no time to think. We have already spent 6 hours making our way up this, I don't even really think we can call this mountain. I'm not sure what this is. Just assortment of environments. Because we've got, like, a forest, then we got some sewers, then we got a castle, and now we've got a town. Whoever designed these cities and structures is certainly a fascinating engineer, to say the least. That being said, now that I've mentioned engineer, I just see TF2 engineered in my head. It's wonderful. I might have an inclination against first-person shooters in general, but TF2 is great. Not that I actually play TF2. I don't know how they did it, but somehow, despite not giving their characters human names in the main game, and not having any story whatsoever in the main game. Okay, that's a bit... that's not true, but like... For the point I'm going for here, I don't know how, but I swear TF2's cast is more well-defined than Overwatch's cast. Not that that's a really big, milestone. But that being said, Valve is amazing at writing. I can tell you so many things about the various, members of the Team Fortress 2 cast, and I can't tell you really anything about anyone from Overwatch. That being said, hopefully with enough mentions of TF2 and Overwatch, someone will be interested. After all, I don't really believe one can be, too expected to banter on their own for a while. And once more back down I go. Once more down I go. You know, as I've been doing Jump King, I've been thinking of whether I would like to cover Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy. And I don't think I'll be doing that. That being said, I did cover Celeste as the first platformer I played on this channel. And I believe I titled that Getting Over It Without Bennett Foddy or something like that. That being said, Celeste is still a wonderful game. And so is Getting Over It, but I am not dealing with that. I have not made it very far in Getting Over It, for obvious reasons, and I don't think I'll be getting much farther, all things considered. Come on. This isn't easy, but I should have this. I've done this before, I could do it again. Oh, I've never reached the top, I've just done that jump. Notable distinction. Come on. I have no earthly idea why, but I swear whenever I get very slightly annoyed, British comes out, which is very confusing to me because I'm not from the UK. I don't know anyone from the UK in person. And, like, the only thing I've really seen from the UK is Doctor Who. But either way, the British comes out sometimes, and I'm not sure why. Come on. There we go, much better. Not much better. Don't ask. Now, can I do it this time? Yes. Now the real question, can I do this? No. It is fine. Well, that one is not fine. But we can still work with this. Come on. There we go. Nope, not like that. So I've been thinking about what I'll do after Jump King is cleared, which is going to notably take a while because I'm probably going to be going for a New Babe Plus and Ghost of Babe, but I'm thinking perhaps not right away, but I would eventually like to cover Half-Life, both 1 and 2. That being said, instead of playing Half-Life 1, I'll probably play the Black Mesa remaster. I just feel like it might be a more cohesive experience. But then that begs the question of if there's anything I need to do with Half-Life 2, or if Half-Life 2 is fine as it is. Either way, I guess we'll find out, won't we? Come on. There we go. Much better. Now we're moving. Let's keep moving, and it's going to be great. Unless I do that. That's not particularly great. Neither is that. Come on. I have no idea how, but falling in Jump King is oddly therapeutic. Like, because it's frustrating in the moment, but then you can get back, and it's just like, wow, I had it in me all along. It's a very strange feeling. Mix of both frustration and relief. Almost in equal measure. Only almost, though. I guess even then it really just depends on how far you fall, because, like, that, decent distance right there. Not an unrecoverable one, but that is also a decent distance right there. Also not an unrecoverable one. Come on. There we go. Much better. Alright, let's try this again. I don't know why, but as soon as I get in the rain, it's just like my ability to calculate jumps just goes away. I will say, I think an interesting aspect about Jump King is that it's not super punishing, but it's still, like, there's still consequences for failure. Because, like, you can lose a lot of time, don't get me wrong, but it's not like you have to restart from the beginning every time. And even then, once you've made a jump a few times, you gotta hang for it. Like that. See, I made that jump this time. Some thought it impossible. I was some. And that one's just frustrating. I unironically think the jump where you have to land inside of the, sort of tower might be one of the most precise jumps so far. I certainly feel like it is. Because even the slightest bit over or under, you just miss. Because of the slope. Don't ask. Back up the keep we go. Back down the keep we go. Just keep moving, and everything will be fine. Progress or no progress, we can still keep doing stuff. That being said, some extra progress to display would be nice. That was just bad. Notably not nice. That was also notably not nice, but we can work with this. Come on. Nope. I was not expecting to walk off and land like that. Come on. If any of you needed convincing that my timing was not exactly exceptional, I think this game really just proves it. Since jump angle is dependent on timing, and I am not good at getting the correct jump angles. It's not that I can't do it, it's that it just kind of doesn't tend to happen. Keep moving, and back to Bargenberg. I don't know what that was. That was not good. That was also not good. And that was also not good. Come on, I can do this. I've done this before, I can do it again. Much better. The moment of truth. Not a very truthful moment. But not a dishonest one either. There we go. No! Why did I do that? Alright, we can work with this. This is fine. This is workable. This is something that can be managed. This is also something that can be managed. Come on. Not the worst fall I've had so far, to say the least. Definitely not even the worst fall I've had today. I'll get it eventually. Ah! This is frustrating. It's like that one jump might be my least favorite. And who knows, maybe by the end of this it might still be my least favorite. But I guess we'll have to find out, won't we? So I feel like that one, just such precision is required. And I am not great with precision. I can be precise, it's not very common. There we go. Got some space. Not like that. That could have ended poorly. Much better. Now we're getting somewhere again. Is it anywhere? Nope. Back on up we go. And back down we go. And back down we go. Come on. Will I ever be able to make it back down the chimney? Find out this time on Jump King. I have no particular idea why, but for some reason I feel like I kind of want to do voiceover work, but also I'm not sure if that would be optimal. I'm not sure if my voice is actually good for it, but I feel like I could do a decent job. That being said, I kind of want to do some more, like, silly things with voiceover work and not necessarily, like, actual production quality stuff. Much better. There we go. I can salvage this. Apparently not. Come on. I need just a moment. Alright. We're just gonna rest here for a bit. Perfectly normal thing to do. Just face plant it into the ground. And, take a drink of the thing that I definitely did not freeze. Or at least try to chill. Definitely did not cause me to be slightly late to the stream. Come on. Yes! No! Alright. That's promising. We can work with this. Alright. Here we go again. Possible progress. This is not the play there. Wait, I feel like I could just... Yeah, full force it right there, and then I can just be fine. Nope. Nope! Ah, that's frustrating. Nothing unworkable, though. I'm getting some rain, I think. I'm just gonna hope that that doesn't come through on the microphone. Because if it does, then that's kind of awkward. Otherwise, I think I need to address that. Alright, I get the feeling that the rain is definitely making it through onto my microphone, but perfect. It just means everyone knows what I'm dealing with while I play this. Oh, that hit me. That was definitely rain that just landed on me. Okay, the wind's blowing in now. I think I'm closing the window. Alright, I'm starting to think this might be less rain and more hail, which is slightly problematic for many reasons. But we'll keep going. We're just gonna keep going as if nothing happened. It'll be perfect. It'll be fine. Perhaps fine was not the correct word. Come on. Everyone knows that when you play Jump King in the hail, your jumping skills get 7 times better, but your accuracy gets 7 times worse. And that's precisely what I'm here for. I'm just gonna hope that the broadcast isn't interrupted at all. Or, like, features any slowdown or lag or any of that. That being said, definitely experiencing something. Not due to the rain, just in general. Now, I'm no expert on weather, but I don't feel like it should be raining ice from the sky in the end of summer. But I guess here we are. A weather doctor I am not, and I know that's not the correct term, but I'm going to go with it. Here we go. We keep moving. Nothing can stop us now. Nothing. And I do mean nothing. Not even the unfavorable weather. Not even the unfavorable physics. Okay, maybe the unfavorable physics. I'll give it that. Alright, I've done that 3 times in a row. Surely I can... I would say 3rd time's a charm, except that's very clearly not the case. Why am I like this? Every time. In the incorrect but immortal words of Omni-Man, why did I make me do this? Alright, we can work with this. This is good. We're getting some, not technically progress, but we can work with this. I can't seem to do that. I guess checks out, but it still makes me sad. Not like that. Not like that either, hopefully. But, it happened. Anyways, as long as we keep a steady pace and, not do that, we'll be fine. I'm just seriously hoping that the hail is not making it through. And if it is, then it's a nice dramatic backdrop, and not just loud. Nope. We can work with this. We can work with this. This is fine. We can work with this. This is fine. This is, less fine. Alright. We can still work with this. I definitely haven't cleared that specific section too many times. Definitely not. I refuse to figure out a more consistent strategy. After all, in the immortal words of Soul Bad Guy from Guilty Gear, strategy? Spacing? What's that? I just keep punching till I hit something. Or I guess in this case, jumping till I land on something. And that was notably not something to land on. Neither was that. But this is fine. We can come back from this. Back up here we go. Try not to bonk. We bonked. Back down. But this is fine. This is not fine. This is not fine. I guess while I'm here I can talk about other things I'm doing on the channel. So, Chrono Trigger, still one of my favorite games of all time. Still going just very well. I'm loving playing the game again. And I'm very excited for the upcoming next part, because some big things are going to happen if I remember correctly. That being said, being an RPG, that could be said about just about any point in the story, and still be somewhat accurate. But yeah, Chrono Trigger is going well. Super Mario 64. I forgot just how much I both love and hate 64. Like, it's genuinely been a really fun experience going back and playing it again. But also, there are just some things that are better left unsaid, I think. Mostly just, maybe that's not the correct way of phrasing it. But, like, even with my gripes about how the game controls, being early 3D, it's still really good for what it was. And even now, it still holds up. No wonder people still speedrun this game. Speaking of, I might actually just consider doing 64 again on Saturday and not do more Jump King, because I forgot just how much I enjoy 64. And while I love Jump King, and it's getting very, very enjoyable, like, I also played that game on Saturday, or this game on Saturday last week, so it's like, I don't think I'll be finishing Jump King the next time I play it anyway, or at least even the main quest. But I don't want to, like, do it every Saturday. Might as well give it a moment. Also, I have another reason for wanting to do 64, and that is, I've realized, it has come to my attention, that if I beat Chrono Trigger while playing the All-Stars games, which is very likely to happen. Yeah, so frankly, I should probably be speeding along Chrono Trigger and not 64. But this is not actually a big deal in the slightest. But I'm gonna have to capture my I'm gonna have to transfer my capture card constantly between the Switch and the PlayStation every week. And again, it's not actually a big deal, but I'd rather not deal with that. So I guess we'll see how that ends up going. So my options realistically are finishing Chrono Trigger before I finish 64, or not even 64, just All-Stars in general, or I finish All-Stars before I finish Chrono Trigger, which, that's the dilemma here, because Chrono Trigger, it might be pretty short in terms of RPGs, but it's still an RPG. And then the collection, well, it's a collection, so only time will tell if I can manage to solve this. Come on. How many times will I do that? We just keep on jumping, and we keep on being kings. I guess we don't... There, you happy now? Back up to Bargenberg once more. Let's see how long I can stay here this time. Not very long at all. It was worth a shot. Didn't even have anything witty to say between it. Or between that. Well, only one thing to do, and that's miss the jump. Alright, I can work with this. Back up to the sewer, almost. Once we get through this room, then we're pretty comfortably in the sewer. Or drain, I guess. Once more we go. And not like that, preferably. I feel like Portal 2, or not even Portal 2, but just Portal in general, was a pretty good demonstration of how awful I am at directions and physics. But this is a pretty good match in those regards. Much better. We go across. I can work with this. Not how I intended to go about that, but pretty good way it seems. Back into Bargenberg once more. Now, can we accomplish this time? I'm feeling it. I should not have felt it. Come on. Now my issue is I'm just not, like, holding down long enough, it seems. And that, I feel like that should have made it, but no. Come on. At least we can try again pretty quickly. Much better. Not much better. Much better. Not much better. Not all that good at all. Though, as usual, this can be salvaged. Anyways. Once more we go. Come on. You know, upon closer examination, I'm not sure if I actually put up my be right back screen or my end screen there. I'm gonna hope I put up the right one. And I'm also gonna hope that if I did put up the wrong one, nobody was here, and nobody, keyword, was here. And is no longer here. That being said, given my expert use of Twitch's scheduling options, I think, hopefully, they would know that it was an accident. Speaking of, if you are ever interested in checking out my schedule outside of me verbally telling you what is going on, that is something you can do. And just look for the schedule on my Twitch channel. Alright, here we go again. Undefeated. Perhaps dinged up a bit, but undefeated. Perhaps a bit more dinged up, but undefeated. Perhaps a bit more dinged up, but undefeated. See, if I fall enough times while repeating the same thing, it might get funny. Or it might drive away whatever audience finds me, who knows. I'm willing to take that gamble. Come on. I just... Alright. Back into the drain once more, as we seem to do best. Or not. I may have been lying about that one. I wonder how much different Jump King would be if you had something like the effect of GLaDOS or like Bennett Foddy just kind of egging you on. And like constantly making fun of you or just commenting on your failures. Like, it would definitely add to the game's personality, but I'm not sure if it would fit within the existing sort of aesthetic. And, like, the... I don't want to say genre, that definitely would not be the correct way of phrasing it. But, like, I guess the identity it already has for itself. Either way, we may have fallen back down to the Red Crown Woods, but this is fine. We could definitely work with this. Will I ever say anything else? Who knows? Certainly not me, because I'm just kind of saying whatever comes to mind. And while jumping around, it's a bit difficult to think. Just a bit, though. Okay, maybe more than a bit. I may have lied about that one as well. Just like the legendary scene in Tales of Symphonia where Lloyd says, "I lied." Speaking of, if you would like to see that scene for yourself, it is somewhere in my 14 episode long Tales of Symphonia Let's Play. The VODs might not be on Twitch anymore, but they have been compiled and saved in my YouTube channel. And who knows? Maybe you'll end up liking Symphonia as well. Note that I did not say Symphonia 2, because Tales of Symphonia: Dawn of the New World is a direct sequel to Tales of Symphonia that not very many people really hold in that high regard. I will say that might be a pretty funny project to visit one of these days. Just kind of like not checking up on the series because frankly, pretty much any other game in the Tales franchise should come before that one in terms of things I need to do. But might be a bit of a niche thing. That being said, I'm already being pretty niche with my RPGs, playing Kingdom Hearts and Chrono Trigger, and, of course, Tales of Symphonia, the original. But yeah, speaking of the RPG streams, I've stated on several occasions that I'm probably doing Earthbound after Chain of Memories, but I'm kind of thinking about going back on that. Because everybody loves Earthbound, and everybody's run Earthbound. And anyone who hasn't, I would recommend you run Earthbound. But, instead of that, I'm thinking we could do something pretty similar, actually. Not super similar, though. And we could play Omori, because I have been meaning to play that game. I've played a little bit of it, enough to know that I would absolutely love it. And because of that, activate my reflex to not do anything I would ever enjoy. But who knows? If I make it into a project here, then I will be forced to listen to my own heart. And actually do the things I want to do. I'm not going to lie. That is the main reason I'm continuing to do this. Because, yeah, it could be funny to get popular and be a internet personality. But that is also kind of terrifying. And by kind of, I mean very. Of course, I'll figure it out as I go along, but until then, we've just got to keep doing what we gotta do. And by gotta do, I mean wanna do. I did not want to do that, though. Notable distinction. Come on. Why am I like this? I can do this. And back down we go. But this is fine. Man, keeping up a conversation is a lot more difficult when only one person is participating upon closer examination. Not that I didn't know this. This is a lesson I learned well during the Fire Emblem days, as nobody wanted to watch me play Fire Emblem. Not even my own friends. That being said, it was Fire Emblem 1, so I can't really blame them. I love Fire Emblem 1, but there are many reasons not to love Fire Emblem 1. I will still continue to love it, however. Speaking of reasons not to love things, that. I don't love that. Or that, for that matter. Man, I have not made... It has been an endless loop of just falling back down here and climbing back up. Then again, that's what will make this so much more rewarding when I get out of here. That being said, I'm not getting out of here at that rate. Speaking of things that I'm not going to be getting out of at any rate, Genshin Impact. I don't know why I'm bringing this up here. I've played the game maybe twice total on my channel, back when I still did multiplayer stuff. But I am still hopelessly attached to that game, and I am still stockpiling wishes so that I can get Ganyu when she comes back. That being said, knowing my gacha luck, I will definitely update the chat if I get another Kaching, because this has happened on several occasions already. Indeed, my current one is, I believe, C3, and who knows, maybe I can get C4. Or even the legendary C6 base game 5-star. While I would rather not have that, especially because I only have 2 of the base game 5-stars so far, with Tighnari becoming one soon, who knows? Maybe I can actually accomplish things. And with the addition of Dendro, Electro could become more useful, who knows? At least that's what I've heard so far. I'm not sure how true any of it is. But yeah, I completed the main story quest thing that happened with the update, and it was neat. Wasn't anything that super blew my mind or anything, but it was enjoyable. Speaking of enjoyable, progress. Well, not really progress, I've been here before, but I guess we'll figure that out as we go, won't we? Alright. I was not supposed to go there. And that was not a good jump. Or that one was. And that one was. And that one was. Can I keep doing it? It's looking like it. I should not have hyped myself up. Automatic exit of the flow state. I cannot allow myself to become cocky, as I have learned the hard way. But man, speaking of cocky, I am ready to see what 5-star I get from the next set of pulls I do. I don't think I'll be broadcasting that for obvious reasons, namely my relationship with Genship. Genship, what? No. With Genshin being pretty strained as it is, with whole C4 Kaching and all, but we'll figure it out. This might sound like a strange thing to bring up here, but I'm considering doing like a Fire Emblem 3 in Japanese thing on the channel. Probably a Saturday thing, all things considered. Mostly because I can read katakana and hiragana, but I cannot read kanji. That being said, I've already used the Nintendo Switch Online to play through a pretty decent amount of FE3 in Japanese already. So I think it could be pretty funny, all things considered. Heck, I could even do FE1 in Japanese if I really wanted to, with whole Switch Online with a Japanese Nintendo account. That's some good content right there. Especially because I'll have to remember what the characters are called in English as I read their names in Japanese. Alright, back here again. Alright. Come on. Intel jump. Great Frontier. Bird! Definitely worth it. Definitely not a huge waste of time scaring off that bird. After all, how could it be a huge waste of time when I'm gonna get right back up there? Nope! Alright, we're good. We're good. I can work with this. I can still work with this. Intel jump. Alright, I definitely want to jump from the right side and not from the left. That was some good intel right there. And that was some bad positioning right there. Indeed. Bad positioning all the way. Bad timing all the way, too, it seems. Nothing unworkable. As I continue to bring up. I should probably just see if I can full send that safely. Keyword safely. As for how to safely get up here. Like that, apparently. Not like that, apparently. Alright, I don't think a full send there would help, but that was some unfortunate loss. And this is even more unfortunate loss. Either way, I poked my head into the Great Frontier. I've looked around for a minute, and it's pretty neat. Now, how quickly can I get back there again? Because that is the real meaning of a novice Jump King playthrough. Ooh, we're doing it. We're schmoving. We can indeed move somewhat. Off we go, once more. And back down we go, once more. Here we go. How many times can I get away with saying the word go without someone stopping me? I'm pretty sure as long as I want, because there's no one in my Twitch chat, and there's no one in the Discord call. That being said, if you are in the Twitch chat and interested in the Discord call, unfortunately I do not believe I will be trying to foster any parasocial relationships, for various reasons. Come on. That is notably not one of them. However, it might be. Come on. We can do this. Much better. Alright, we can... That went smoother than I expected. That went about as smooth as I expected. And so did that. I'm not sure what that was. Whatever it was, not great. That was also not great. Alright. Back to the run killer once more. Run killed. Not actually. But it did halt my progress for a decent amount of time. I'm just lucky I never said I was playing this with any semblance of speed. Speaking of any semblance of speed, it seems as though the fastest I can play this game is when I'm falling at terminal velocity. Alright. Once more with feeling. That was unfortunate. Okay, I can't think. Brain. Alright, here we go again. We indeed cannot full send. And I don't know why I do that every time. It just kind of happens. It's been a moment since I've done something like that. Hop along slowly and swiftly at the same time. Don't ask how. It's just gonna happen. And that is also just gonna happen. Now, you know what they say, roll with the punches. I don't know why I was trying to come up with some food-based thing for roll with the punches. There's nothing really there unless I say something about, like, a bakery that operates as a fruit shop as well. I'm not sure where that was going. Maybe I'm just hungry. Who knows? I'm hungry for revenge at the slopes that keep sending me down here. It's just a very cool-headed revenge. I know they'll get their comeuppance eventually. Come on. That's better. That is not better. I can, however, work with this. And another try. I was too far. And once again, too far. Not far enough. And also not far enough. One of these days I'll stop hitting my head on these. That ain't it. That also ain't it. I felt so confident about that one. That one I knew was gonna fail. Every time. I do that every time. At this rate, I'm just kind of hoping I don't end this episode where I started. That being said, if you would like to see an instance of that done pretty well in a funny manner, while still being productive, check out episode, I don't remember what. I think this was 3 of Chrono Trigger. I could be wrong, possibly 4. Either way, the most recent, upload of Chrono Trigger as of today. That one, I make a pretty good use of ending an episode where I start, I think. Mostly on a technicality. Come on. That ain't right. And we continue our scaling of the city. And fall down the city. Again. I'll get it soon. Soon. How soon? Who knows? Not me, that's for sure. I was so close. I was there. Much better. See, playing Jump King has taught me that there's no need in getting mad. After all, mad will make you bad. And why be mad 'cause bad? Because that will only make you bad 'cause mad. Don't look too deeply into that, but I promise it's true. Speaking of things that are true, my suffering as I fall back into the King's Keep. Here we go. Perfect. I'll get back to the Great Frontier eventually, I promise. Might be an empty promise, but it's a promise nonetheless. And sometimes that is the best you can get. I know I can't full send that. Why did I full send it? Back in the King's Keep. Hey, Senno, what's up? You'll love this game, you say? I'm glad you could make it to see me in Jump King. How are you doing? Because I am doing great. I made it to the Great Frontier, and then immediately fell back down. Good to hear you're doing good. That being said, I am getting a decent hold on the jumping, I think. I say as I've fallen back down the Old King's Keep like 3 times. Or False King's Keep. Yeah, we're just climbing by jumping. I'm not gonna lie, scariest jump in the entire game right there. That one going outside. There's only one jump I've had harder times with than that one. And, it's in Bargenberg. However, that one's just the highest chance of being sent straight to the Shadow Realm for missing. As for the jump I think is harder, it's this one. This one right here, where you have to get in this thing. I seriously don't understand the angling. And that was just bad. That was also just bad. So, you up to anything nowadays that you would like to put in chat? Also, how's my stream? Because every once in a while it's kind of like fizzles out a bit on my second monitor. That definitely exists. Why am I like this? I've done that like 3 times already. Almost. Almost. Not very close at all. Alright. Nope. And there. Much better. Not much better. Not much better. Back into Bargenberg. No. All right, we can come back from this. This is fine. This is workable. Just as workable. This is still good. We're still in Bargenberg. It could be worse. All right. Minor setback. Nothing to be worried about. Back to the drain. But we can work with this. I'm not sure what I thought would happen there, but that was notably not it. Speaking of things that I notably did not think would happen. Come on. I could do this. I've done this before. Back up we go. And with success this time. My favorite. Come on. Let's move through this with some skill, I say as I immediately faceplant. A true display of skill. Prove that I have indeed played this game somewhat over the past week of me playing it. Somewhat. Back into Bargenberg once more, as I seem to do best. I was in that. Excuse you. Alright. Once more from the shop. It's like from the top, except the shop. And also notably not from the top, because we've not reached the top yet. I may have lied about the jump outside being the most dangerous or the scariest in the game. I think my thoughts on that are changing. Come on. No! It refuses me. And frankly, I can't blame it. I'd refuse me if given the option. That ain't right. Hold on. That ain't right. I've got this. It's gonna happen. There it is. And there it is. Perfect. Well, I say perfect, but this is just going to lead us to the same room that I've spent a lot of time in anyway. I'm lucky that I did not just fall immediately. And speaking of not falling immediately, we've made it once again to the Great Frontier. And right back into Bargenberg. Pretty considerable distance into Bargenberg. Out of Bargenberg. Every time. I do this every time. It's like the, if any of you have ever heard of the Let's Play curse, or perhaps the commentary curse, every time you mention anything, and you're speaking while doing something in a video game, or really at any task, I guess, it just immediately becomes so much harder. And not for any good reason, because oftentimes the commentary being made isn't super in-depth, or like super thought-provoking. But it still just kind of happens, because you're dividing your attention. The difference is, in this case, I'd be struggling just as much, even if I wasn't dividing my attention, because this is troublesome. If anyone is still in chat, feel free to say hello. Can I do it again? Find out now. The correct answer was I cannot. I did not expect that to land, but I'll take it. And that one I knew wouldn't land. Much better. Alright, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere again. Keyword again. I've been here before. Alright. Alright. No. I can't let this happen. Okay, we're good. We're still good. We are somehow still good. And I've bonked again. It's fine, though. I feel like there has to be a way up through here. That being said, I'm not sure how worth it is to find it. Every time, I'm just slightly too long in the intake. That being said, I have proven that it can be done by me. After all, everybody already knows clearing Jump King is possible. It's just on a personal level that question still applies. And I will not find any personal answers like that. Come on. Not my greatest display. Also, not my greatest display. I'm not sure what I thought would happen there, but it was notably not that. I enjoy watching the title card transition rapidly between Bargenberg and False King's Keep in the bottom left. It's wonderful. I'm truly confusing the game. It does not know where I am. Unfortunately for me, I don't seem to know where I am either. Especially when I do so close like that. It's just so rough. I don't know what's up with that jump in particular, but it gets me every time. I'm not sure what I expect there. That was just awful. We're not going to talk about that one. Either way, we once more climb valiantly up the False King's Keep. I'm not sure what that was. We're getting some good jumps here. We're getting some real good jumps here. No! I was having so many good jumps. And then those weren't good. Neither was that one. Let's keep moving, though. Nothing to be gained by contemplating. No! So close. Let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. So close. Come on. Nope, not like that. Now back up here. And once more, into Bargenberg. Truly a classic location for me. Truly a classic location for me. As I say it for the third time again, in a bid to be funny and relevant. Iconic location for me. You thought I would say something else, didn't you? Joke's on you. I'm so focused and decision fatigued that it's getting hard to remember what I've actually said. You know, at least at the end of the day, even if I don't make a significant amount of progress forward, at least I can say I've seen the, I've already forgotten what it's called, the next area after Bargenberg. The Great Frontier, I think? Yeah, that's the one. Hey, you know what? That's good enough for a single installment of this, I think. That being said, we still have an hour of runtime or so. Gotta keep moving. Just like GLaDOS says in Still Alive, but you can't keep crying after every mistake. You just keep doing science till you run out of cake. And I'm out of cake, and I'm notably not doing science. That was too much. Alright, let's keep thinking about this. Where's the optimal place to jump from on that block to get a consistent landing? Apparently not there. Apparently there. And not like that. Alright, I think I've got it. I think I've got the timing and the angle and the starting position down for that one. That being said, I suppose we'll find out if I have to do it again, won't we? Back up a bit and then do the full charge jump. Not like that. And not like that either. I'm so desperately trying to figure out how to do this consistently. Intel jump. Alright, I do want to jump left, it seems. Bird. Come on. I will get that coin eventually. What is the plan here? Wait, I can land on that. I can land on that. And then... Alright. So it appears as though I need to land on that now. Which may be troublesome. May be troublesome. Who knows? Alright, intel jump. And now I jump left. And left again. Not full send. Nope. No. No. Okay, we're still good. We're still in bargain. We're still in Bargainburg. And we're still in Bargainburg. That was too much. But it's not a big setback, because we are still in Bargainburg. A big setback would be getting sent all the way back down to the... not drain. What am I thinking of? Also, what on earth was I thinking of doing there? No idea, but you know what? We can work with this. We're still here. We are indeed still alive. And once again, a bit too much, but we can work with this. Bit too much. And we continue. Unscathed. That's disingenuous. Alright, we're doing it again. We're making some moves again. That was just oof. Alright, back up to the Great Frontier. Bit too far, but we can work with this. That was just bad. I don't know what I was expecting to happen there. No! Alright, we're still good. No progress lost. Or, no considerable progress lost, I guess. Robot Sonic, honest question, how does one get violent in Twitch chat? Like, just make physical threats? Good question. I'm not gonna lie, I do not remember what my chat settings are. I would personally say just don't be judgmental in ways that are generally considered not good ways to be judgmental. Don't make threats of physical violence. Don't make threats of any other kind of someone's personal health and safety, I'd say. And don't be discriminatory. Other than that, I got nothing. I do not remember my chat settings, though. Just overall, try not to be oddly enough, I not on chat, but a while back I tried doing multiplayer streams and decided to let Twitch chat in for once, and made the worst possible decision, play Jackbox party games, and got a word that would probably get me thrown off Twitch if displayed on screen because of their input. So, maybe not on Twitch chat, but it's technically happened on stream before. Other than that, I don't really know what I set my settings to. That was a long time ago. But no, nobody's been violent. Yes, that is the one. That is exactly what happened. This is why I don't do interactions with Twitch chat on stream. Well, I mean, like, I'll read chat and interact with chat like that. But I have a classy indeed. Some real high-grade internet right there, you know? But no, in my chat so far, nothing really bad has happened. But on my stream, people from Twitch have done bad things. So that's just how it is, I guess. That being said, we are not against swearing or anything here. Just try not to be super, like, I don't know, vulgar, hostile, anything like that. Though you can, of course, use the words. Come on. Back down we go. Yeah, overall, the only real thing I'd say is, like, just that whole don't be judgmental thing. Don't be like racist, sexist, transphobic, any kind of that. Yes, this will be my first time beating Jump King, though it might take a while. Also, I do not believe I mentioned you by name, but thank you for being here, Robot Sonic. I appreciate it. That's a good question. Right now, time seems to be 7 hours, 58 minutes, and a second. With 16,000 jumps and 1,900 falls. So, not stellar time, but I think it's fairly reasonable for someone who's, not great at platformers. If you would like to see any instances of me not being great at platformers, I have several documented on my YouTube channel, which should be somewhere in my channel's About section. Other than that, there might be some VODs. You can still probably check the previous VODs of Twitch to see the previous episodes of this, which went out a week ago. And if you would like, also go ahead and check out my schedule and leave a follow. Gotta get those shameless plugs out of the way, you know? But yeah, Jump King, it's honestly a lot less stressful than I thought it'd be. Like, this might be kind of annoying, falling this far, but I can work with it. If you are here for the gamer rage, then you are in the wrong place. But if you were here for banter that is not particularly witty, then you are in the right place. So, I take it, have you beat Jump King, Ben? Because, if so, nice. Jump King indeed is not too awful. Once you get past the sewer, so yeah. Man, I had an awful time in the drain. It was it was an experience to say the least. You've beaten it? Nice. Have you done like the extra things like no speedrunner or anything? Understandable. But have you done like the extra things like the what were they? New Babe Plus and Ghost of the Babe or whatever? Because I'm gonna be covering those too, I think, but of course I have to beat the main game first. That being said, I'm really enjoying this game so far. It's very nice. Like, I can kind of, like, see where I'm doing things wrong, and I like that in the game. It shows me, you know, you're doing this, but you could be doing this. It's pretty cool, I'll give it that. I originally got Jump King because I saw streamers playing Babe of Ascension, I was like, that's probably not that bad. Was it that bad? Got through New Babe, and that was more than enough for me. Understandable. I suppose we'll see how far I end up going. Apparently back down, that's where. That's how far. And Ascension would have been like 100 times worse. Checks out. I think I'd like to give it a shot, but I don't think I'll be expecting to finish it on stream for obvious reasons. That being said, I should probably mention, even though I'm going to be doing some of the side content, I'm not exactly a completionist on or off stream, so probably not going to be doing everything a game has to offer, just sort of sampling most of it, you know? And I do have a pretty wide variety of things to be sampled, to say the least. Come on. Come on. Why am I like this? I know where I'm going. I'll figure it out eventually. Yeah, farthest up I've made it, I think, is like third room of the Great, what was it, Great Frontier? And, pretty recently, actually. Yeah, this game, it's got a great sense of progression, while also not, like, it doesn't, like, overstay its welcome, and it doesn't, underperform anywhere, really. I've been really enjoying my time with Jump King. Okay, streamer, top 5 games of all time for you. Alright, so number 1 is going to be Chrono Trigger. I think Chrono Trigger is my favorite game of all time. So, that's number 1. In fact, I'm playing it on Mondays, and it's a pretty good game, if I do say so. That being said, RPGs are my favorite genre of game, so following up Chrono Trigger would probably be Tales of Symphonia at number 2. Number 3, I'm gonna have to go with Celeste. I really love Celeste. I went over this in my previous Jump King episode, and the results have almost certainly changed. But, yeah. So, top 3 right now are those. Hold on, when you said RPGs, that just mean JRPGs. For the most part, it means JRPGs, but I include ARPGs in that as well. In particular, ARPGs with, like, classic JRPG leveling systems and combat systems. So that's where, like, Chrono Trigger being a active time battle JRPG, pretty high up there for me. I do love active time battle systems. And, Tales of Symphonia, same sort of thing, except it's an ARPG instead of a JRPG. But yeah, then Celeste is probably number 3. Chrono Trigger isn't just considered a JRPG. I think it is just considered a JRPG, but, because of active time battle, you've got, like, the turn-based JRPGs and you've got the active time battle JRPGs. It's basically turn-based, but with a bit more math in the turns. Yeah. So, if you'd like to see an instance of how that's played, you can go ahead and check the, VODs. Or, of course, there's also plenty of other people making content, so you can check that out as well. Yeah, consider them all just JRPGs regardless of the battle system. Understandable. That being said, ARPGs do fall into a different classification in my eyes. Like, I wouldn't call Tales of Symphonia a JRPG, even though it has many of the sort of systems and tropes. It's just that it plays on, like, a 2D plane. Not even 2D, like 2.5D, I guess, technically. And, it's got, like, combos and such, just actual, like, inputs. Anyways, now that I've talked about that, top 3 being Chrono Trigger, what did I say? Tales of Symphonia and Celeste. After that, I'd probably put Final Fantasy IV. Final Fantasy IV is one of my favorite games so far. Is this the thing for JRPG fans to split up action JRPGs and turn-based JRPGs? I feel like ARPGs are kind of a different sort of nut to crack in a way. Because, like, ARPGs can be anything from, like, Bayonetta, Devil May Cry to, like, I guess Final Fantasy 15 was an ARPG. That being said, I haven't actually finished 15. And I don't know how common it is. My classification systems are just kind of whack. This might just be my own classification, all things considered. But yeah, Final Fantasy IV would be up next on that list. And I think after that, for number 5, would be probably Hollow Knight. I loved Hollow Knight. Such a good game. Never ended up beating Pantheon 5, though, for what I feel are pretty standard reasons. Yeah, so those were top 5. Maybe not in that order. I think about this pretty often, and every time I think about it, it changes. If you know that kind of thing. Yeah. So that's where I'm kind of working from. Bert! Got him. Wonder if Silksong will crack that top 5 when it comes out in 10 years. Who knows? I've been waiting. I'm playing it when it comes out. I'm definitely playing it when it comes out. There's no chance I'm not. Speaking of no chance, that. Come on, I can do this. I will say, though, I'm very excited for Silksong. I actually got into Hollow Knight kind of late. Like, I think around this time last year. Why would you ever not play a game that's a sequel to your 5th most loved game? There's a couple reasons. Mainly the reason I'm thinking of right now is Tales of Symphonia's sequel. I mean its direct sequel, not just the Tales game directly after it. Tales of Symphonia's sequel, also known as Tales of Symphonia: Dawn of the New World, that one wasn't received very well, and I don't dislike it too much, but I know why plenty of people don't really like it that much. Yeah, but you played it still. I did play Dawn of the New World. It was an experience. Bit weird to play an ARPG like it's Pokemon, but I guess it worked out in the end. A fellow jumper? How unusual. I salute you for coming to this far. But I am afraid this is the end of the road for us. Is it now? Just wait until you see what is ahead. Oh boy. I will wait here. But yeah, I'm not saying you'll automatically love it, but I imagine you always play the game at least. Yeah. Another reason I haven't, I'm not sure if Chrono Cross is, like, considered a sequel, but, it's kind of a sequel in a way, I guess. I've not played that yet, one, because, the, remaster that came out for PC has not been said to do very well, in terms of anything. Mainly just performance on PC, actually. Spiritual sequel, something like that. It's definitely not like a direct relation, I don't think, but it's, there's something there. Come on. Oh yeah, really pretty music. I think it's definitely something I need to play eventually. I might try and see if they end up coming out with any other editions of the game, because I'm not sure how the Switch version did either. Or who knows, maybe it'll get updated and all of these complaints will just be completely irrelevant. Who knows? But I am very interested in trying out Chrono Cross. It's just doesn't really seem to be the time for it, if any reviews are to be believed. Don't like JRPGs, but I played Chrono Cross more than most JRPGs just for the music. Understandable. I know the team that... I'm not sure if the team that did Chrono Cross was the same that did Chrono Trigger, but Chrono Trigger's music, unironically, I think, one of the most iconic and most, just overall amazing video game soundtracks ever. Yeah, I'm really big into JRPGs. Yeah. CRPGs. What's C? Is that, I'm drawing a blank here. Is it like... Computer RPGs, Western RPGs. I tried Fallout 1, and I wasn't really having a good time with that, and I tried Skyrim, and I wasn't really having a good time with that either. I think those are what you're kind of talking about. BioWare, Bethesda, Obsidian. I'm sure there's one out there I'll like, but at the moment I can't think of any that I really sort of clicked with. Yeah, I'm sure there's something out there for me, it's just I haven't encountered it yet. That being said, where was I going with that thought? I was going somewhere with that. Apparently straight into old False King's Keep. Not a great place to go with that thought, but when did I play Fallout 1? Relatively, I think it was like 2 years ago. That being said, Fallout 1, not the most amazingly aged game of all time as far as I'm aware. Like, I'm not, like, saying New Vegas. I'm, like, saying the original Obsidian Fallout 1. Granted, you knew that already, I'm pretty sure. I'm just trying to sort my thoughts out on it. That being said, I also did play New Vegas, and it seemed pretty interesting at the time, but, like, yeah. I mean, I give old games a shot all the time. Like, I played, I played Final Fantasy IV and Chrono Trigger. I love old games. In fact, there's even footage of me playing the Fire Emblem 1. What was it? The Fire Emblem 1 localization that came out 30 years after the game came out. There's a playlist of me playing that as an Iron Man saved on my YouTube channel. I did not succeed, but there's definitely some interesting things there that happened. Yeah, if anything, I find myself struggling to keep up with the newer games that come out, because, like... Disco Elysium. I've heard good things, and I think I'd like it, but I'm not sure. I'll figure it out eventually, because I think I can pick it up for relatively cheap nowadays. But that'll definitely have to be something I try on my own time. I'm definitely interested though. If there's any sort of CRPG I think I might like, it might be The Witcher, all things considered. I haven't given it a shot yet, but I do own, I believe, all three. And I know plenty of people who like The Witcher, so who knows, maybe they can help me get into it. Wonder if there's crossover appeal for JRPG fans with that game. Entirely possible. Told me no. Yeah. That being said, my tastes definitely lie on the sort of Eastern side of things. With yeah, would you say that you like games with strong, unique protagonists, and that was the biggest drawback for Skyrim and the Fallout games? Yes, I played Skyrim expecting to sort of be told a story and not to make my own for some reason. And as a result, I couldn't really connect with the journey of the Dragonborn at all. And, or the journey of whatever the protagonist of New Vegas is called. I can't remember. Like, that one's definitely not the Courier. The Courier, I don't think, is it? Either way, yeah. I don't really like character customization in games. I'm very particular about that for no particular reason. Like, if you love it, that's great. I'm like, more power to you. That's just not my cup of tea. CRPGs like, you're in the game, you do what you want, and JRPGs are like, you playing this dude's story. That's a pretty good way of describing it. That being said, I do think CRPGs tend to sort of have at least some underlying guidance, but like, it's definitely more so about your sort of interactions with the world than the JRPG is. Like, again, I don't know much of the specifics on this stuff, because, I haven't diversified enough. On that note, I think you might really like Disco Elysium. Yeah? I think it's worth a shot, definitely. The question is when I'll get around to that, you know? But if that's a recommendation, very strong protagonist with a very strong story. Yeah. I'll definitely look into that. Cause that reminds me of what is it? I've been playing Xenoblade 2 since that, like, I can't say since that came out. That's I bought it like a year ago and only started playing it like 3 weeks ago. But Witcher is like that. You're playing Geralt's story more or less. Yeah, I think it's precisely because of that I'll be into The Witcher. Yeah, Xenoblade 2, I didn't connect with the characters or plot quite as much as Xenoblade 1. So that game felt kind of weak to me, even though in every other respect it's a perfectly fine game. Like, even in that respect it's perfectly fine, just not quite in my tastes. And yeah, hopefully Witcher can kind of get me into that groove. But yeah, any JRPGs that have character creation, there's plenty. I think I haven't played this one myself, but I know a friend of mine is a huge fan of Dragon Quest IX. That's a pretty typical JRPG with except you get to have some pretty big character customization options. Let's see. If we're being on a technicality, I guess Final Fantasy 1 and Final Fantasy 3. But that's a technicality, because those... Yeah, because in those two, your characters are just kind of like completely nameless, faceless, like sort of D&D party in a way. Because that makes sense since the character is just called Hero. Yeah, I'm not sure about every Dragon Quest game, but 9, as far as I'm aware, has a lot of character customization for the hero. Technically speaking, some of the Fire Emblem games are like that, because, In particular, Awakening and Fates, because of the protagonist being able to be named, have different strengths that the player can set and that sort of thing. But either way, the plot's still the same. But on a technicality, Fire Emblem does as well. There's definitely more out there that I just can't think of right now. But yeah, there's definitely a market, but I don't know any of the specifics of it. Let's see. Yeah, none more come to mind, but, I'm sure there's some out there. I just can't think of any. Oh, speaking of things that I can't think of, apparently. Come on. I can do this. Oh no. Down we go. Nope. But yeah, maybe I just got off on the wrong foot with character customization in RPGs, because, like, I don't know, I'm pretty classical in terms of JRPGs. Like, I love old school Final Fantasy. I love old school Fire Emblem. I love what is it? I love a lot of the older Tales games. Like, I'm very rooted in tradition in terms of the RPG genre, or I guess JRPGs specifically. So, since I started with that sort of Eastern influence, Western ones never really clicked with me. That being said, if Witcher can wow me, then that makes it even better, you know? And I have a pretty strong suspicion that it will. But yeah, I guess on that front, then it's time to talk about my experience with platformers, because, I'm not super... like, I wasn't initially super sold on platformers, but, like, then I played Hollow Knight and everything changed. Because of that, I decided that Wednesdays would be a day for me to go through all the random platformers I've assembled, and, that's been going pretty well. Right now I'm currently running, Super Mario 64, and I'll just be doing all the 3D All-Stars games in order since I picked that up when it was coming out. Other than that, I got no idea. But yeah, thanks for asking. Oh no. Oh. But yeah, initially I wasn't sold on platformers, but I played Hollow Knight, and everything just kind of changed. After that, I just kind of started diversifying and actually playing Metroidvanias, because the reason I don't play Metroidvanias a lot, or at least hadn't up until this point, is, I am notoriously awful with directions. I cannot find anywhere. I cannot go anywhere anytime because I just get lost immediately. Mostly true only in video games, but I can get lost in real life sometimes as well. That being said, I really loved The Messenger. The Messenger was really good. Ori and the Blind Forest, wonderful. There's definitely something else I played on my channel that I really liked. I can't remember. But yeah, I'm awful at it, obviously, but I love old school Ninja Gaiden. Like, I played the Switch Online NES Ninja Gaiden. Like, I play that all the time. Still haven't beat it, but it's a very interesting experience, to say the least, having that sort of from a bygone era. I also like to dabble in Castlevania 1. I also suck at that. Oh, I know a platformer series I'm forgetting. I really liked the Mega Man Zero series. Mega Man Zero, I don't know why, but more than, like, X or even the original Mega Man games, that one clicked with me so well. Again, I kind of suck at that one, though. I've only beat Zero 1. That being said, Zero 1 I did beat on the highest grade, I think. So, really good game. But yeah, I'll definitely give The Witcher a shot eventually. And Disco Elysium, I'll keep an eye out for that one.
Hi, TJ.
Hello, who is this?
It's Megan. I've been here for like 5 minutes.
I'm sorry. I can barely hear you. Let me turn you up real quick. What's going on?
I was gonna ask if you're still streaming, but I found my answer.
Yeah, I am indeed still streaming. What's up?
You wanna come play some League with us a little bit?
While that is definitely an interesting offer, I might actually just end up going to sleep after this. I'm not gonna lie, I've kind of been struggling to stay awake all stream. Not sure why. But, I've got something going on tomorrow as well, but Sunday, then we can play to our heart's content. Unless you're doing something that day, which, oof.
No, I'm not.
Understandable. I know that feeling well.
My weekend is pretty much free.
Nice.
Including Monday.
Nice. Monday's probably going to end up being a college coursework day for me, though. Just kind of how these things go. Also, Robot Sonic in the chat. No, I've only got Tuesday, Thursday. That being said, 2 of my classes are online, so I technically have them all the time, and I also technically have them none of the time. Funny how that goes, isn't it? But yeah, Robot Sonic in the Twitch chat says, nice, sounds good about Witcher and DE. Yeah, I'm looking forward to trying out Witcher and Disco Elysium. Who knows, maybe that can get me into the sort of western side of RPGs.
Well, I'm gonna pop back in our other chat room.
Alright.
You enjoy the rest of your sleep.
Thanks. I appreciate you stopping by.
Bye, TJ.
Goodbye. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I was not kidding about that staying awake thing. Before you popped in the chat, I just kind of like... I was just kind of rambling, trying to see if I could keep myself awake. Your presence has woken me up a bit, seeing that I have to kind of, you know, watch myself and be ready to respond as the streamer. But, yeah. Again, thanks for being here, I appreciate it. Keeping me company on this, bizarre climb up the, I can't call this a mountain. What? Architecture? I've got nothing. Oh. Actually, I'm gonna have to head out D3. Have a good one. Remind me, what's D3? Or... Alright, you have a good one too, though. Ah, Diablo 3. Understandable. Oh, Diablo! I love Diablo 2. Diablo 3, not quite hooked on, but Diablo 2 is wonderful. Yeah, have a good time. And back down we go. Come on. Chances are I'm going to end this stream back here, right in Bargenberg again. And you know what? That's fine. I am perfectly fine with that result. And I don't know what I was thinking about there. That was very much the wrong way. But yeah, back through Bargenberg we go. Good old Bargenberg. Alright. That was promising, and then it wasn't. That was also promising, and then it also wasn't. Funny how these things go, isn't it? And that was just bad. I'm not sure what I thought would have happened there, but that was notably not it. Oof. I feel like I've had that exact jump trajectory so many times. I'm surprised I stayed on that. And that was not great. I was going to say I could work with it, and then suddenly I could not. Funny how these things go. See, if I keep saying it, then it really will be funny about how those things go. And make it a recurring joke, except it's not a joke, and it's not funny. And that's precisely why it's funny. Something I'd be fine without recurring, though, is, that. Falling like that in particular is not very fun. There we go. Much better. See, if I complain enough times, then the game will listen. That's how this works, right? Though, of course, the most important factor is always being respectful. The game is respecting you by having you play it. You must also respect the game by being not toxic. Pretty important thing to say, I think. Come on. Just keep jumping along. It's still amazing to me how intuitive this game is. Because it's like, it's very basic and understandable, but it's also very challenging in a way. Well, not in a way, it just is very challenging. But either way, that's a very fine line to ride, and I'm glad this game can do that. I, on the other hand, apparently cannot. Keep going, and yeah, it'll be great. No! Alright, we're still good. We are still in this. Much better. There we go. That's more like it. Alright, we keep moving along. On one hand, slow and steady, on the other hand, swift and sure. And that was neither swift nor sure. So we're gonna try that again. Much better. Back up to the Great Frontier we go. Alright, let's keep moving. Not like that, for obvious reasons. Nope. Alright, we're still good. Alright, back up this section. And back down, but it's fine. We can work with this. And back down again. We can still work with this. This is okay. This is still okay. We're living. We are surviving. And we keep on trekking through. Maybe not successfully, maybe successfully. But either way, we keep going all the same. And that's what makes Perseverance so wonderful. I'll get there eventually. As for where there is, I think it has to just be to the babe at the top. But I'd be lying if I said that was my main goal here. As we all know from the time I played Celeste, I do enjoy climbing digital things. And this not really mountain sort of stack of architecture is no different. Come on. No! I bonked my head. Alright, we're still good. We're still good. We can still work with this. Come on. Nope. That was a bit too much. Why do I let that happen every time? Nope. Well, back up we go. As we do. Or down we go, as I do. Once more through the False King's Keep. I definitely haven't been here approximately too many times. Well, once more, down we go. And we keep going. We keep moving. It'll happen. It'll happen eventually. And I can't get this jump right again. Much better. Not significantly better. Bad. Can I make it back up before my stream ends in roughly 15 minutes? Let's find out. Why do I ever ask these rhetorical questions? The game gives me a rhetorical answer. Now you might say that's not how that works, and you'd be correct. I am referencing Team 4 Star's Dragon Ball Z Abridged. Highly recommended. Alongside Yu-Gi-Oh! The Abridged series by Little Karibo as well. Both are wonderful. And of course, if you do end up supporting those projects, go ahead and support the original creators of Dragon Ball and Yu-Gi-Oh! As well. Oh, come on. Man, I can't talk kindly about other things or else the game punishes me. That being said, I've got this. This'll be fine. Much better. No, not again. Just keep on jumping, as the Jump King does. And jump too far, like I tend to do. Perhaps in the last few hours of the stream I am getting a bit foggy. Or, I say hours, but I mean minutes. Just a bit, though. No! Not again. I say not again, but this is fine. I can work with this. Okay, perhaps I cannot. Alright, I'm making it. I'm doing it. It's happening. Now, once again to see, can I make it back to Great Frontier before the stream ends, so it looks like I've actually accomplished something. Nope. I just love how fluid this game is. It still just blows my mind. Yeah, these slopes are still awful. I don't know why. I just cannot deal with slopes in this game. Much better. Now to see once more if I can truly make it up before the stream ends. Alright, I think Great Frontier should be saved as a place where I'll end up again when reloading the game. So I think that'll be it for today. We've reached 18,000 jumps and 2,000 falls. Pretty substantial amount of jumping and falling we've done today. And not to mention we've spent another 3 hours or so. So yeah, I think that'll be it for today. Thank you all for watching, and I appreciate you being here. Tomorrow I'll probably be doing some Super Mario 64. I think it'd be great to speed that along so I don't accidentally run out of time and have to stream from 3 separate platforms. Considering Kingdom Hearts Recom should be coming up relatively soon. But speaking of that, Monday I'll be doing Chrono Trigger for my RPG day. Wednesday is going to be Super Mario 64, and Friday is going to be Jump King again. That is the schedule, and it can be found on my Twitch channel. And any VODs you missed can be found on the YouTube channel. But yeah, that'll be it for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.